Hey Explorer! Get ready to have your mind blown as we navigate through the complex networks of the ADHD brain to unravel its mysteries. Imagine having a super energetic brain that often gets a little too excited. It's as if you have multiple radio stations playing at once, making it challenging to tune into just one. You might find yourself full of energy, bouncing off the walls, struggling to sit still, or feeling like your thoughts are racing a mile a minute. And what's more, blurting out whatever pops into your head becomes the norm. Makes for fun with friends, but that's classic ADHD behavior: inattention, hyperactivity, and impulsivity. These characteristic ADHD behaviors aren't just some random quirks, they're actually linked to the dysfunction of a crucial aspect of the brain, known as executive function. Understanding how this works can shed light on why those with attention deficit hyperactive disorder, or ADHD, are the way that they are. From delving into the intricate workings of executive function to providing practical strategies for improvement, today we're diving deep into the science behind ADHD. Are you ready? Let's go! Firstly, did you know the brains of children with ADHD develop differently from those of their peers? Yeah, you heard that right. Russell Barkley, a leading expert in ADHD research, suggests that children with ADHD typically lag behind their social maturity by 30% compared to their peers. This means that their emotional age is roughly 30% less than their actual age. Interesting, right? And that's not all. The ADHD brain is reported to be, on average, 4% smaller than the neurotypical brain. But that doesn't mean less intelligence. In fact, a lot of kids and adults with ADHD have high levels of intelligence. Now buckle up for the most interesting part. Neuroimaging studies have revealed that individuals with ADHD have a smaller volume in their prefrontal cortex and a slow or reduced activity in its associated brain networks. What does this mean? Well, imagine trying to cook a gourmet meal with missing ingredients or conducting an orchestra with an erratic conductor. It just wouldn't work. That's exactly what it's like when there's an impairment in the prefrontal cortex. Bam! The executive function goes off the rails. Now, what exactly is executive function? Think of executive function as the CEO of your brain. It's a set of cognitive processes or mental skills that help you manage and coordinate tasks, stay focused, organized, and efficient in achieving your goals. Let's delve deeper into the 3 core processes of your executive function. First up, cognitive flexibility. Cognitive flexibility is your brain's ability to adapt to new, changing, or unplanned events. It's like having a mental gymnast in your head, effortlessly navigating through unexpected twists and turns. Picture this. You're driving your usual route to work, but whoops, there's a roadblock ahead. Instead of stressing out, your brain goes, "No worries," and figures out a shortcut to get to your destination without any hassle. That's your brain's cognitive flexibility at work, making things easy peasy. But cognitive flexibility isn't just about problem solving. It's also about seamlessly shifting gears from one way of thinking to another. Imagine shifting from cheering at a lively sports game to playing a strategic board game, like chess. Your brain effortlessly transitions from high-energy excitement to thoughtful focus to meet the demands of both situations. Isn't that an amazing transition? But here's the thing. While cognitive flexibility is all about adaptability and problem solving, in children and adults affected by ADHD, it's impaired, resulting in cognitive rigidity. This can make it really tough for them to handle sudden changes, no matter how small. For kids, it could look like waking up to find their favorite outfit tossed into the laundry when they really wanted it, or discovering that breakfast plans have changed from cereal to pancakes. Or, as an adult, it could be something like your partner has told you that instead of going out for lunch today, you're going to help them rearrange the kitchen cupboards. Or a friend knocking at your door unannounced when you had planned to have a quiet day to yourself. These seemingly minor shifts can feel completely overwhelming, sometimes to the point of tears. Yes, in both children and adults. And here's another distressing aspect. Just moments into encountering something negative, their brain goes from 0 to 100, reaching the point of thinking, "Oh, I'm a failure, and I always will be." This is called catastrophizing behavior that often coexists with cognitive rigidity in individuals with ADHD. Imagine playing this over and over in your head many times a day throughout your whole life. But here's the good news. Just like athletes build muscle, individuals with ADHD can strengthen this critical cognitive flexibility skill. Let's break down 8 practical tips. Tip number 1. Change routine activities. Break away from the ordinary by approaching familiar tasks differently. Try taking a new route home, experiment with different cuisines, or adjust your exercise schedule. Tip 2. Embrace new challenges. Immerse yourself in activities that blend physical and mental engagement like martial arts or dance. Delve into diverse hobbies, embark on travel adventures, or learn a new language. Number 3. Connect with new people. Meet different folks to broaden your outlook and improve your judgment. Volunteer or join fresh social circles to exchange ideas and experiences. Number 4. Expose yourself to diverse perspectives. Read books, watch documentaries, or engage in conversations with people from different backgrounds. This can help broaden your thinking and make you more open-minded and adaptable. Number 5. Practice mindfulness meditation. Train your mind to observe thoughts and feelings without judgment. This fosters a flexible mindset, allowing you to release rigid thought patterns about yourself and embrace new possibilities. Tip number 6. Role-play scenarios. Have fun with friends or family, practicing how to adapt to surprises or challenges. This boosts your ability to think quickly and develop strategies for navigating uncertainty. Tip 7. Engage in creative activities. Engaging in puzzles and creative activities can enhance your flexibility when tackling challenges. Tip 8. Seek feedback. Ask for feedback from others on how you handle change and adaptability, and get used to receiving feedback in a safe place without catastrophizing. By incorporating these practical strategies, individuals with ADHD can improve their cognitive flexibility, making it easier to handle the unexpected twists and turns of daily life. Now, let's dive into the next executive process: working memory, your brain's sticky notepad. Ever managed to remember a phone number just long enough to dial it even without jotting it down? That's your working memory in action. It holds on to information temporarily, so you can tackle tasks or solve tricky problems immediately. Now, working memory is like the backstage crew for your brain, essentially storing and processing information needed to plan, prioritize, and organize towards your goals. Unfortunately, kids and adults with ADHD often hit a roadblock with working memory, making it tough to adapt to new information or switch tasks smoothly. For instance, when a teacher introduces a new math concept step by step, they might struggle to keep it all in mind, leading to frustration. Or, as an adult, simply trying to remember where you put your car keys only a second ago. Guess what though? Research and clinical studies suggest that there are tricks to train your brain and boost working memory in individuals with ADHD. Here are some cool tips and tricks you might like to follow. Tip 1. Break down lengthy instructions into bite-sized steps. It lightens the cognitive load and makes tasks more doable. Tip 2. Lean into checklists for tasks with lots of steps. They're like GPS for your brain, guiding you through and helping you remember what's next. Tip 3. Practice makes progress. Regularly repeating tasks or information helps reinforce learning and boosts memory recall. Tip 4. Try out specific working memory exercises like recalling lists of unrelated words. Start small and challenge yourself to remember more as you go. Try saying things out loud to make it stick. Tip 5. Get visual. Charts, diagrams, colorful notes are your memory's best friends. They make info easier to grasp and remember. Tip 6. Avoid multitasking. Even though people with ADHD shine in multitasking, sometimes focusing on one task at a time gives your working memory a break and helps you concentrate better. Tip 7. Take a breather with mindfulness exercises or spending time outside to dial down distractions and sharpen your working memory skills. Tip 8. On the flip side, you could get moving. Incorporating physical activity into your day not only boosts mood and sleep, but also gives your working memory a nice little boost. So with these tricks up your sleeve, you can give your working memory the little assistance it needs and rock your cognitive performance. Now let's delve into the third and final executive process: self-regulation or inhibitory control. Ever had that urge to blurt out something in the middle of a lecture or an important meeting, but somehow managed to hold it back? That's inhibitory control working its magic, helping you resist the temptation and stay laser-focused on the task at hand. Inhibitory control is like your brain's inner brake system. It kicks in to help you pause and think before you react, allowing you to weigh past experiences and ponder future consequences in any given situation. Now, self-regulation operates at 4 distinct levels. Firstly, cognitive inhibitory control. This is your ability to resist distractions around you and steer your attention towards tasks that bring you closer to your goal. Imagine you're prepping for a crucial exam and your phone starts buzzing with notifications. Despite the temptation, you make a conscious choice to silence your phone and zone in on your studies. Secondly, emotional inhibitory control. It's like having an emotional thermostat, allowing you to keep your cool and prevent your feelings from hijacking rational thought and decision-making. Think about those times when your boss criticizes you, and instead of blowing your top, you choose to respond calmly. Thirdly, behavioral inhibitory control. It's like holding back the urge to jump into action when it's not the right time or place. Imagine holding back the impulse to check your phone while having a meaningful conversation with a friend, fully engaging in the moment and giving them your undivided attention. And lastly, motor inhibitory control. This is your ability to keep your body in check, even when every fiber of your being is screaming to move. It's like staying glued to your seat in class, even when boredom threatens to send you into a fidgeting frenzy. Now, it's no wonder impaired inhibitory control leads to those telltale behaviors of ADHD: constant fidgeting, impulsive outbursts, being unable to finish your work because you have to look up a recipe for dinner, or even struggles with remembering the simplest of things like grocery lists or math steps. Here are some game-changing strategies to level up your inhibitory control. 1. Try walking on a log in a line or on a balance beam. To up the difficulty, try racing with an egg in a spoon. 2. Walk silently with a bell, aiming not to make a sound. 3. Engage in activities like carrying a tray of filled glasses, threading needles, or sewing. Other activities like beading and juggling also engage the motor skills and focused attention. 4. Challenge yourself by singing in a round with your friends, which requires maintaining focus while others sing different parts. 5. Enhance sustained auditory attention by listening to stories read aloud, particularly without visual aids. 6. Challenge yourself with delayed gratification. Opt for activities where you postpone instant rewards for bigger, longer-term gains. It could be like holding off an impulse-driven shopping spree, or resisting the urge to constantly check your phone. So here we are at the end of our enlightening journey into the executive mind of someone with ADHD. From cognitive flexibility to inhibitory control, with each practice, you can hone these skills and witness how they enrich your life. Think of these as extra tools to add to your toolbox. And remember, never hesitate to reach out for the support and care that you need. ADHD brain is a bit different, but certainly not imperfect. Wouldn't you agree? Wanting more? Check out our video on sleep hygiene to make sure you're doing all the right things to promote a deep and restful sleep.